Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Horder. We are on episode 5, and it's time for a new base to go against the day 70 insane zombie horde. I am your host. My fake internet name is Roshnex, and today we are going to be making the Eye of Horus. If you don't know what that is, it is an ancient Egypt symbol of protection, royal power, and good health. Hopefully, those things carry through here to my life. The premise for this one is pretty straightforward. What I want to do is separate the zombies based on their size. The ones that are most threatening to me are very tall. I believe the demos, the cops, maybe some of the others are 2.5 blocks tall. And so I wanted to design two different paths that lead to the same place where I'll be defending from. One of them will be too short to allow those zombies to move through. The other one will be filled with all the traps in the world. So the idea here is basically take the most dangerous zombies out of the equation, because you can fight the little zombies all day, no matter how many of them there are, right? You can always deal with those guys. The big ones are the problem children. So the hallway I'm going to make here that's 2.5 blocks tall is going to be loaded with blade traps that are in the ceiling and electric fences that will slow the big guys down in the blade traps. And hopefully it'll just be headshots with the blade traps all day. The other good thing about that is all of the small zombies moving through won't deteriorate the health of those traps. So hopefully all of them are going to live through the whole Horde night. Another exciting thing I'm trying out in this video, I've rewatched my old ones a couple times in the editing process. I did the best that I could with what I had at the time. But it's kind of hard to watch, right? Trying to watch somebody do a build in first person at 4 times speed, it makes me dizzy and it's just hard to watch. So what I did was log onto my girlfriend's computer. I've got her character in game with me. She's invisible. She's going to be an eye in the sky. And so the build for this one is just going to be eagle eye time lapse kind of thing. I'll move her around a couple of times, maybe give you some different angles, but I think the stationary camera will help a lot more than what I've done in the past. Hopefully it'll be easier to watch. It'll be a lot faster now probably because it won't be moving. And then once the time lapse of the build is over, I'll take you through, we'll talk about some of the features of the base, and then we'll do our dry run against the day 7 Horde. So that's enough out of me. Let's get to the building. Okay, so that turned into a lot more than I bargained for, I'll be honest. It went a lot smoother in my mind. So the arms, I guess, that come off the eye look a little bit chunkier than in most of the pictures that I've seen. But I still think it's pretty cool, honestly. It's still kind of got the shape, you know? That's not bad. Um, First thing to note, I guess, is that this wall that's like the outside of the eye, completely aesthetic. It's not gonna do anything for us. In fact, it might actually hurt us if any of the zombies decide they're gonna fall down in there and just start beating on stuff where we can't shoot them. So if you're gonna make this, maybe omit that part, or do something else about it. It did end up costing a lot of concrete, and that part is very clearly the one that you should get rid of if you don't want to spend that many resources. So I think this base is going to end up being down around where the Rifter base was in terms of starting points, but we'll see. We'll do a quick little walkthrough, point out some features of the base. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I wanted to try to separate the shorter zombies from the taller zombies. The taller zombies are generally the more deadly ones. So I wanted to put the taller zombies in an area where I could focus traps on them a little bit more. So that's the difference between these two different pathways that you see here. One of them has all of the traps in it and is a little bit taller so that the big zombies can fit in. Fit in. Gonna be the cool kids. So I don't think the big zombies will go for this corridor because I think they'll hit their head and they'd have to break through all of these blocks in order to get to me. So I think it'll effectively force the bigger zombies to use that tunnel. What I don't think it'll do is force all of the smaller zombies to use this tunnel. I don't think that I made the length of the paths different enough that the small zombies will always choose the narrower, smaller tunnel. So, probably not the end of the world, but something to consider for future design improvements. I am anticipating some of the zombies to be able to fall down in here after stacking up and trying to hit the blocks there where I'm going to be standing. So I wanted to make sure that the stairs were easily accessible from both sides without going too crazy. This might be another issue if they have a hard time making it up this for some reason. But I think generally these kinds of stairs work pretty well. So you can see this tunnel is 3 blocks tall. But I have lined the entire floor with half blocks. So it's now 2.5 blocks high. And theoretically, the blade traps will be at the larger zombie's head height. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's possible their head height would have been in those blade traps at 3 blocks tall. Kind of just winging this as I go. But we'll find out. Our electric fence posts are all on the outside of the building here. I did put some little cubbies around them, so the only thing that could hit them would be the vultures, but they should be pretty focused on me. You can see we got a SMG turret over there to help deal with them too. But I wired the fence posts and relays in such a way, and I'll talk about it later, but if one of them breaks, all of them will not function. So more on that later. So fingers crossed, the blade traps are at the bigger zombie's head height. You can see I'm just below it here. So it shouldn't hit the smaller zombies. It should hit the bigger ones. Same with the fence posts. Should only slow down the bigger zombies. I think that'll save me a lot of repairing. I think the posts will last longer. And you can see they just kind of zigzag through here haphazardly. And then they'll get up to where I'm going to be standing. That's the last fence post that comes inside. Now this is what I was talking about earlier. These fence posts, normally I wire them in parallel so that if one fence post breaks, they don't all go down, which is best practice, honestly. Like, this is probably not going to work well for me. But what I did was... Hello? First kill for the Eye of Horus base. Yes! Okay. Anyways. So, the fence posts end in my little cubby here. Okay? This is the last post in the series. I have put some guardrails up so that I don't zap myself accidentally. The way that I understand it, the last post in the line is the one that takes the damage, right? So I think if this works, at any point during the night, if my electric fence line goes down, I can come over here, just repair this guy, and it'll all be back up. The problem with that is I will probably have to repair this a lot. But it's honestly seemed like a better option to me than letting the demos get right up here in a hurry, right? At least this way, I think I have a chance at killing them with my tactical assault rifle before they get right up here. So we'll just go ahead and repair this. You know, it's electrical parts, forged iron. It's not super expensive. It's not the end of the world. We'll see how that goes. If it works, I think it would be a pretty cool thing to just constantly be able to repair your fence line all night long, you know? Provided you don't step into it and kill yourself. So you can see I've got blocks all the way up to forged steel. That's something I haven't been doing that I think I should be doing, because why not, you know? Forged steel it's not all that expensive. By the time you get to day 70, you should have a ton of it anyway. So this is how I'm going to roll. I'm planning on standing behind here most of the night. I think it gives me a great sight line down the hallway that the smaller zombies are going to target. It gives me a decent sight line into the hallway the bigger zombies are going to use. And also, if I stand here, maybe the zombies pathing, it helps the smaller ones take this tunnel. Not sure if that's the case, right? But this is where I'm probably going to be standing. Up top, we do have an SMG auto turret. I'm planning on that taking any vultures that come in and hit my roof here for me. But I've got bars here, just in case I need to look up and handle them. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it. Again, this was a expensive build, almost as expensive as the Rifter base, which ended at minus 15 points. So it's possible that this one ends up somewhere down there as well, especially since I'm using M60 and gonna have a turret going. So both of those use a heck of a lot more ammo than the rifle that I was using. But I guess we don't have the dart traps, so not really sure how it's going to play out, to be honest with you. Maybe we do better on some of the other metrics, like not having to repair our blocks or not taking any damage at all. But I think we're pretty much ready to run our 7-day dry run here. I did learn how to free camera and leave my body in here for the zombies to target. So I'm going to give that a go. We'll go ahead and pop it up to the day 7 here. Roll the clock right up to it. And all I really want to see from tonight is whether we should spawn some cops, whether the cops are forced to use the bigger tunnel. That's basically all I want to know. I actually ought to give myself a little bit more 7.62 here. Just cuz. Go ahead and turn that on. And do the trick here to separate. Now my body should be frozen right there. If I press P, yep, it snaps back. Okay. So we're gonna just watch what the zombies do here. Okay. Smaller ones for sure. Okay, they can make it up, no problem. Maybe I should just spawn a cop in. Okay. That seems like a problem. I don't know why they're stacking up there. They are on the roof. That's interesting. I'm not perked into machine guns at all yet, so... Okay, there's a cop. First cop, come on. Okay. So his head just kind of clips through that, and I got spit on. Okay, do I need to put half blocks in that other hallway, maybe? Still doing fine on that. It's interesting they're beating on that wall. They only do it for a little while, though. Alright, so I think what I need to do is just spawn in a demo. And see. Let's give him my location, I guess. Where did he go? I don't know where he went. Yeah, that's a problem. Kinda saw that coming. The zombies won't stack up as much when it's, So, I mean, this is good. This is what I was hoping would happen. Alright, so I think they did actually kill that demo. That's good news. Alright, let's spawn him on this side of the base. And see where he goes. Can he use the smaller tunnel? Apparently he can. Okay. Well, that's an issue. Alright, now he fell down. And he's probably gonna choose that smaller tunnel again, huh? Yeah. Okay, well. Definitely not ideal. So, I think that means we have to, make that other tunnel even shorter inside. Okay, well, that about does it for me. A little disappointed in that, but well, that's how we learn, right? So we'll go ahead and update that. We're gonna put a little wedge tip there and make a bunch of half blocks. Fill that up, so then this will only be 1.5 blocks tall. And fingers crossed, no amount of clipping or whatever will let those bigger zombies through there. This is a problem, but again, I don't think the zombies will be stacking up as much as they did when I'm actually defending it. I may add some bars um, there and across the top or something, just so that they don't stack quite like that and fall down in there. Like I said, probably, I mean, if you don't care about the aesthetics, this whole ring, just don't do it. It's a waste, and it's gonna get zombies in a spot that you can't defend, and it's gonna ruin their pathing, and just don't. Um, so fingers crossed that these updates will make the zombies do what I want them to. I'll bring you back once they're complete and show you where I ended up. Alright, think we made all the updates that I wanted to. I'm taking a bit of a gamble. I was about to put half blocks into this hallway here to try to dissuade the taller, or not allow the taller zombies to go down it, and then I couldn't walk through it anymore without crouching. So I think the half blocks might actually not let any zombies walk down this hallway, and we don't want that. So I've put plates in here. Now, I can walk in here on plates, but it's a little difficult. So, we're gonna see. Hopefully that doesn't let the big zombies get in here. Hopefully the little zombies... Wow, that really makes it tough, huh? Okay, well, unsure if that's gonna work or not. Fingers crossed, though. Let's see, it's, okay. I mean, yeah, it's kind of working alright. So, hopefully that means that the big zombies can't get in that hallway. They have to come take this one. And then they'll get stuck in the blade traps, and those will kill them, beheading the demos and not setting off their bomb. The other thing that I learned after repairing everything was it is not, in fact, the very last electric fence post in the line. It is just the next electric fence post in the line. So when they walk through this first wire right here, this post takes damage. However, when this post dies, it does not disable the rest of the wires. So all of these other ones are still going to work fine. And I guess having this one in here just means... Well, actually, you know what? So maybe maybe this one won't work, but the next one will, and maybe it'll be every other line. Either way, I think I've got enough going through here that it'll be fine. We can, you can refine that idea later on if you decide that you want this build in your game. We did end up making a little cage around the area that they'll be standing when I'm fighting them, so hopefully this prohibits them from stacking on top of each other, falling off down inside of the ring here. We definitely don't want that. So hopefully this prompts everything, if they fall, to fall down in the middle where they can just run back, get up the stairs again, and run the loop. The next thing I gotta figure out for the fight phase, obviously running with the M60 or fully automatic weapons in general, we're just gonna burn through so much more ammo than we did in the Rifter base with sniper rifles. I don't know a good way to take that into account. If you have an idea, please let me know. I'm debating not counting the ammo usage at all, so that no base is penalized for the playstyle of the person who built it. I am considering doing all of my fight phases with exactly the same loadout so that there's no difference between how quickly my guns will consume ammo. My only concern there is that it'll constantly prompt me to make similar bases, if that makes sense. I don't always want to make bases with these single wide long run ups or whatever, you know, that a sniper rifle with penetrator is gonna just do really well in, right? I want to be able to make bases that people who want shotguns or um, pistols or assault rifles can use. I don't know how to not penalize the base for the person's playstyle, right? So if you have ideas or you like one of the ones that I mentioned, let me know. We'll just keep working on it. You know, this whole thing is just one big play test. You know, so I am pretty excited to see how this base goes. I think if that hallway limits the big zombies from going through it, and the cops, the demos especially, are forced to go through the taller one with the blade traps and the fence posts, I think this is gonna be a great base. Um, I guess the only thing it doesn't really have right now is an escape plan, right? A backup, anything. If those blocks die up front, I am going to be in a world of hurt, but I've got a long run up for a lot of the zombies to start hitting them. You know, fingers crossed. Um, so, anyways, hope everybody enjoyed the build video. I really hope that the time lapse comes out okay. If it's something you like watching better, again, feel free to let me know. I'm open to every single suggestion that anybody's willing to give me at this point. So there you have it. This is the Eye of Horus build. Quite resource intensive, right? 20 stacks of concrete, 2 stacks of iron. It puts this base at minus 10 points to start, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm expecting to go through a lot of ammo. So we'll have to see how the points work out at the very end. I would recommend not doing the stupid ring around the eye if you don't care about the aesthetics of this one. I used 3 full stacks of concrete just doing that. So that would have put this base at 5 points. I'm going to score it as built though. So hopefully everybody enjoyed. If you do like the build, if you liked this video, please stick around, watch the fight video. Should be coming out a day after this one is posted, where we are going to pit this base against the day 70 insane zombie horde with 64 zombies spawning per wave, and see if it does it. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope everybody enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything that you especially liked, disliked, improvements you would have made, whatever it is. I'm all ears. Hopefully everybody is staying healthy, staying safe. Have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.